How's up, everyone? And welcome back to yet another fun and exciting Tempest Trials. Fun and exciting because we get free seals and free units as usual, unlike these dudes. First they talk trash and then I can't summon them. Well, really I'm really just gonna summon for Kyria and try to get me some low attack res so I can slap it on a healer or the Reinhardt or something stupid like that. Low skills, in my opinion, are actually kind of scary, especially on characters that can make use of it. Healers, believe me, they'll make good use of it. Reinhardt, they'll make good use of it. You know, we had a discussion about Death Blow before, about how Death Blow 4 is, well, not that significant, because it's only like 2 attack. Well, you know, then we hear something like, oh yeah, low attack res, well, won't matter that much, it's only like 3. Well, now, I like to say, if you put these two together, it's a difference of 5, okay? It doesn't feel like it doesn't matter. In fact, it feels like it matters a whole ton, and it's going to hurt a lot. So, if somebody tells you, oh yeah, Death Blow 4 doesn't matter on the Reinhardt, or the low attack res doesn't matter on the Reinhardt because, you know, it's only a little bit, well, tell them to go fuck off, because Reinhardt is screwed up, and he's one of these units that'll be good forever. Anyway, so being said, I got carried away. Let's talk about the seals and the character. Now, Itsuki, I am not a huge fan of him. He doesn't look like a interesting guy, but his skills and stats are actually not all that interesting either, to be perfectly honest with you. So you can't see it here, but he has like 30-something speed, 30-something. I think it's just 30, straight 30, and his defense and res is like 31 and 32. His stats are evenly spread. He has tons of BST though to make up for it, and he has a high attack of 37. Now, the thing with Itsuki is that he has his Mirage Falchion. It slays dragons, of course. And the problem with this is that, oh yeah, you only get a bonus to attack dev. First of all, attack dev is not what you use to fight dragons. You use attack res, but I suppose if you can one-shot them with your attack, that could work out. But, you have to wait for your team to finish moving. And on the enemy phase, you have to wait for, well, whoever attacks you at the end of their turn. You have to wait for full units that have already acted. That's unreliable. You're not going to be able to count on it all the time. Even for yourself, having to rely on your units to act first is also kind of... It depends on how your team makeup is done. If, say, you have support units, like healers will restore or something like that, maybe that'll work out. If you have enemy phase teammates that just, you know, end their turn, that'll work out. But if you have an attacking team, it may be a situation of opportunity. And dancers, well, we don't even talk about dancers, they have to act first. But I suppose you get your bonus on your second try, after they've danced you. At any rate, I'm not a huge fan of session weapons. They're kind of, or session skills and such like that, they're kind of, I don't know. I like to act when there's an opportunity. I don't really like to mess around with my orders all that much. I mean, the bonus is good that they give, but it's not so good that it's not something that you haven't seen before. I mean, like 7, it's good, but I could also just be like, hey, here's my bonus doubler weapon. You know, I'm Marth. I've got bonus doubler in my weapon. As for everything else that he's got a drive dev, you picked that up with Roderick, attack dev link is whatever. So yeah, Itsuki is, as you would expect out of a free unit, he's still very solid. In fact, 30 speed, if you were to plus 10 him, burns into 34, I mean, it's not gone. What's gone is Obaro's speed. Obaro can only reach up to like 30 at plus 10. I've been thinking about deploying Obaro for some time, but, well, currently I'm using Fjorm. Ultimate Fjorm, but I might change my mind because Ultimate Fjorm has one problem, and that is that off-season, I mean, currently we're in season right now, but I use something else for light season, which is Ultimate Magic Bike. Fjorm is kind of iffy because I can't get score for her during seasons where there's no water. So unless I can somehow make it so that she can receive like light blessing or something without her water blessing interfering, I can't use her on certain blessings. Besides, I already have something for light. I need something for Astra. So that's the one problem I have with Fjorm, and I was thinking about using Obaro to replace her, but we'll decide on that later. Obaro's really good. So anyway, this seal, well, we don't even have to talk about that. But mirror stance, we were just talking about Obaro earlier. So even to this day, I still use Berkut's Lance on her. And mirror stance, great. Well, gives her more attack and res to go with it. She's a very solid character even to this day. Although she can't get the bonuses of bonus doubler like Fjorm does because her weapon is not DC, she does have a ton of defensive stats. She's very hard to punch through, and stances like this makes it much harder to take down Obaro and allowing her to do her job in smashing your face open. So that's why I've been thinking about developing President Obaro once again after a little bit. Finally, Chill Res. Well, we actually had a discussion about this in the main Fire Emblem Heroes Discord. We got into a little argument about, hey, how do we use Brunya? I said to them, Brunya is a character that you want to make sure that you have a good amount of stats so you can suck up the chills. So I recommend using stupid things like Fury or even Life and Death because Brunya has a lot of res to begin with. So if you were to set up your team in such a way and Brunya sucks up your chills and instead buffs her, then you have a proper mage. Well, you have a proper use of Brunya, because otherwise, if you're just gonna, there's this other dude who was gonna give him like bonds or solo skills. I'm like, what? You don't want to do that with Brunya. Brunya is a character who sucks like debuffs, like hot dogs, like a vacuum. She sucks all that stuff just like Sephiel's hot dogs. But if you were to give her bonds, she doesn't suck as hard, and it's the problem with that. I told them this. I'm like, all kinds of reasons, and I'm like, listen. If she's not merged, then she doesn't have enough stats. That's fine. But if you're gonna just not use Brunya for her more intended purpose of sucking debuffs, then what's the point of using her? And eventually, when a discussion comes up about, oh yeah, nobody uses Chill Res. Well, we'll see about that now that the seal is out. Yeah, her res is pretty high, so, if someone decides they're going to be smart and try to lower resistance, now all of a sudden Brunya's going to suck that right up and turn into a horrifying killing machine. But in all honesty, I think that with sufficient buffs, and attack speed, death and life and death, and sufficient attack and speed buffs, she has enough visible stats to absorb chill, attack, res, even that stupid building that lowers your stats based on that. She needs to be a chill magnet, and once that's done, you have a powerful unit, and the rest of your team is not affected by this. Anyway, and I seem to have gone a little overboard with my little discussion, so let's continue now. Let's go. I'm going to use the Al-Qaeda in action.
As you say. Did you call
My bonus doubler. Ultimate Fjorm.
Yes, I will find.
Yeah, Fjorm is a little more stable than Obaro, because Fjorm is actually got some decent speed. And not to mention adding bonus doubler, she's incredibly fast. She's a horrible monster, and everything that fights her just gets destroyed.
Orders, please.
Like, ugh. she's definitely a unit worth plus 10ing. It's just that, blessings. I hate the whole blessing system. Blessings stupid. It's so incredibly stupid. I hate blessings.
Certainly.
Let's see. I can't reach because I'm fat and useless. So,
What next?
how about like this? Oh, I have drawback. Oh my god, why do I have drawback? Oh, because I can do this.
I will fight.
Alright, let's enter it. Oh no, Inoka wants to fight Ultimate Fume instead.
This is my all.
And now look what you've earned yourself. 75 damage worth of pain. Huh? For 7 damage. Yeah, it's a trivia. Fjorm has the highest visible res without buffs. At least as a spear. I think, actually, other melee weapons don't reach as high either. I don't think there's a high resistance axe. I don't think there's a high resistance sword either.
This is my all.
Fjorm just has the highest resistance as a melee unit, I believe. So, well, infantry, that is. Infantry. Armor's different. Armors are different. Also, I'm gonna use Al-Qaeda to just go and do my terrorist attack run and go What is that horrible noise? Eh.
Let's go.
Eh. That was a terrible noise. Eh. If I ever get hit in the face and starts to swing back, is not the kind of sound I would make. Alright, now, it seems like we've got a lot of these easy maps, which features only 3 characters, because, hey, listen, we're in the Shadow Dragon world, yeah. Thanks to all, I'm gonna beat the living shit out of Timon, because look at me, I've got 46 speed as ultimate magic bike. It's disgusting. I say this again and again, but boosting speed, stacking speed is actually really easy. So, something like using Obaro could even work out. We can make that 30 speed and something pretty decent. It depends on how you build your units, of course, and your teammates. But in general, it's not that hard to boost your speed. That's why I think that Itsuki is not that bad. But I don't know. I've got too many swords. That's the main problem with characters like Itsuki. You have to compare yourself to other sword units, and there's just so many. Not only do they pollute Fire Emblem itself, but they also pollute other games as well. So now you have Smash, you're just like, oh yeah, all these characters, they use sword. But hey, God Bailiff does not use just sword, though. God Bailiff uses other weapons, in which was actually kind of fun. I thought was kind of fun to look at. I can't wait to play as him in Smash. It'll be so much fun. But I haven't played Smash since the day I bought it. I played it for like a day, and then I just like, oh yeah, something's happened, and I just stopped playing. I need to get back into Smash. When I have a chance, I will go and play the hell out of it. But said chance may not occur as soon. Because I have some problems at the moment. I have a lot of games I need to play. I'm gonna run your ass over. I have to play the Three Kingdoms games. Then there's Monster Hunter, but I can't play Monster Hunter right now because there's a bit of a problem. All those mods that we had, because I wanted to play as Lucina, right? Because I had that vote and everything. And I said, oh yeah, we're gonna play as Lucina or something like that, or Tharja, or Cordelia, and such like that. Well, as it turns out, the stupid Iceborne patch broke everything. So, yeah, I now can't play the game that I want, in the way that I want. It makes me very upset.
Let's go.
Now, let's go and...
Certainly.
Oh, shit. That's right, she doesn't counterattack. And now I'm going to die to the evil hands of Setsuna. Unless...
As you say.
Nah, I can't, because I'm fat and useless.
Did you call for me?
Oh well.
I'm with you.
I'm with you. Oh no, 31. Ooh. Al-Qaeda is gonna get destroyed. That Fury actually destroyed her.
Too weak.
Damn it. I maybe should have used another skill. Oh well. I haven't used Al-Qaeda in some time. See, usually when I use Al-Qaeda and friends, it was a matter of, oh yeah, you're gonna die, and then I'm gonna fly away. But in this case, I fucked up, and yeah, I didn't have Gale Force ready to get away.
Did you call for me?
Therefore, I am terrible. I'm too busy talking about nonsense, and this crap happens. Also, if you're gonna double me, let's see how much damage you do. Oh! Oh, Bike is such a dumb character. Just dumb. Everything about him is dumb. Oh yeah, 43 damage. I'm going to die! Oh, it's only 16 damage. Now you're going to die! See, that's absolutely deplorable. Everything about Bike is deplorable. Now I'm going to beat you to death mercilessly. But first I'm going to heal like this. Yep. There. Now I'm going to beat you to death mercilessly. Oh, boom. See, no problems there. But anyway, yeah, I can't use my skins. It makes me very upset. Oh, what is this situation here? Dark Emperor Nino and God Bailiff. Well, not God Bailiff, just regular Bailiff. God Bailiff sounds so stupid. I don't like pronouncing it that way. I must pronounce it the way that I want to pronounce it. Anyway, let's see. God Bailiff will come in here and hit me for a 1. Oh no. Boop. Now, it's gonna face the wrath of Ultimate Magic Bike. With gratitude. I should also show you how I'm doing things with Ultimate Magic Bike on the Aether Raid. So, believe me, I have a million things I need to do, and I don't have enough time to do. And I certainly can't be like, oh yeah, I don't want to work anymore. I can't do that, so I have so much stuff I need to do before I can get back into the groove of things. Alright, I'm gonna park here. I'm gonna let these guys fight me. It doesn't really matter because I'm ultimate form. I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, you're a bunny. You're gonna claw me. Oh my fucking god, it hurts. But this is my all, and I get to beat you to death. So who's next, pal? Oh, it's Lynn. You're gonna cut me for 0 damage, and my reinforced defenses just shrugs it right off. Disgusting. But yeah. If it's not water season, I can't use her. I can't use her, even though I want to use her.
Yes.
You're going to die, by the way.
You won't get past me.
Boom. Merely because she doesn't give me enough points. So, Garnet, my pal, you killed all the heroes in Fire Emblem and Shadow Dragon, and now they turn into personas. What do you have to say for yourself? Well, first, Faye is gonna come and me for 24, and then the evil Keaton comes in and just scratch me twice. I can't even feel anything. These are attacks that should have killed me, but they didn't. Ooh, look at these friendly-looking faces. Now you're gonna die. Man, Garnet looks like he actually enjoyed that. Look at his face when he got killed. He's like, and then he was just beaten to death mercilessly. Now I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna suck you dry, Keaton. I'm gonna suck you dry. Behold. Oh, now I sucked you dry.
Orders, please.
Your order.
Lecter.
Destroy Feng. And so the Queen Bee Feng has been defeated by the evil power of Ultimate Form. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it about my plans on the future. I've got a lot on my plate at the moment, so I'm gonna stop now, and I'm just gonna auto the rest of my stamina away for this Tempest Trials. But I really do like Tempest Trials. I need more free stuff, and even though it seems like we've been having Tempest Trials over and over and over again, I mean, even if we don't get seals and such, we have these orbs, man. I need more orbs. I have 600 something orbs now. I've been saving up for something interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna spend to get low attack res yet. I need to think about that because it's amazing on the Reinhardt. I don't use the Reinhardt in my strategies. I use the healers, so I don't know. I might give it to one of my healers, but then I can't use my stupid razzle dazzle nonsense. I have to think about it. But for the time being, that's about it for today. I thank you all for watching. Until next time.